Hi, it's Katrina. Do you believe in time travel? TikTok is filled with countless users who claim to be real time travelers, giving exact dates for big events that are going to happen in the future. But are there any people out there that could be real time travelers? Let's take a look. Sergey Ponomarenko. Sergey Ponomarenko is an alleged time traveler who came from 1958 to 2006. It's one of the strangest time travel stories because there appears to be photographic proof. On April 23, 2006, Sergey was allegedly arrested in Ukraine's capital city of Kiev for suspicious behavior. He was confused, wandering the streets asking people what year it was. When the police interrogated Sergey, he told them that only a few minutes ago he had been living in the year 1958. The police asked for his identification, so he gave them his paperwork. Police were shocked to see that Sergey had a legitimate national ID card from the Soviet Union. When the police checked the database, they found an exact match. Sergey's ID was a real ID belonging to a person with the same name and the same face from the 1950s. Sergey was also dressed in 1950s clothing and had an antique film camera with him. Nonetheless, it was too weird for the police to take seriously. They were convinced that Sergey was insane, so he was dropped off at a psychiatric clinic. In an interview with Dr. Kurtikov at the clinic, Sergey maintained that he was from the 1950s. He said he was born in Kiev in 1932. The last thing he remembered was walking down the street and seeing a mysterious bell-shaped flying object above him. Suddenly, Sergey found himself in 2006. When the film on his camera was developed, the pictures were of Kiev in the 1950s. Everything about his story seemed to match up perfectly. They even found his fiancée, Valentina Krish, who confirmed that Sergey disappeared mysteriously in 1958. She was still alive and in her 70s. She said Sergey returned after a few days missing, but then he disappeared again in the 1970s and never returned. This is a truly odd story because there isn't any real proof any of this happened. Some have said his pictures were photoshopped and that the whole thing was a dramatic hoax. There is no information on where Sergey is today or what happened after he was admitted to the mental hospital. Eno All. There is a growing trend on TikTok with people claiming to be from the future and making crazy predictions about nightmarish things that are soon to come. One of the most bizarre predictions came from TikToker Eno All, who claims to be from the year 2671. His account has over 350,000 followers, pretty good for a guy from the future. He originally posted in October 2022, confirming that he was a time traveler and that the world is going to end soon. His big prediction was that on March 23, 2023, 8,000 people were going to be kidnapped and taken to a different planet. He didn't say the world would end on March 23rd, only that there was going to be a mass abduction. As of right now, it's October 2023, and there is no evidence that 8,000 people were stolen to an alien planet last March. Then again, would the public even be aware if 8,000 random people from around the world were teleported onto an alien ship? Eno made another post a little while ago talking about the alien species that were allegedly behind the abductions. He called them the Distant, saying they are a race of beings living on a habitable planet somewhere in the universe. Eno claimed the Distants were going to choose the best of the best. They wanted the best people on Earth to ensure the survival of the human species on another planet. That's not all. Eno made videos claiming there are secret portals on the planet linking Earth with the home world of the alien visitors. He also said there is another global pandemic on the way, which will happen just as the polar ice caps melt because of global warming. In 2025, Eno says the first human colonies will arrive on Mars. They will then find human bones to confirm that humans originated from the red planet millions of years ago. In 2026, a solar flare will cause a blackout across the globe that will last 6 weeks. In 2027, Eno says a wormhole will open to link Mars and Earth. That's just right around the corner, so pay attention. And now for number 7. But first, I want to give a big shout out to Justin Lamb and Chris Keller. Thanks so much for watching and supporting Origins Explained. We wouldn't be here without you. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and join the family. Archon. TikTok user Archon claims a tornado is going to destroy all of Houston on February 17, 2024. According to his TikTok page, is a time traveler from the year 2671. He says he's been sent back in time to save humanity. He's been busy posting future dates of apocalyptic events. His videos have gotten over 675,000 views, so it's safe to say there are people who are taking him very seriously. Has given a lot of different dates for various disasters. The most concerning one is the F6 tornado that is supposedly going to happen shortly after the new year. If it really happens, it will be the first time in human history that an F6 tornado has formed. As of right now, the US has only ever seen F5 tornadoes. One of the worst was the Oklahoma City tornado of 1999 that had wind speeds of 318 miles per hour. There was also the F5 twister on May 11, 1953 in Waco. It was a massive 1/3 of a mile wide, killing over 100 people and injuring almost 600. Claims the tornado of 2024 will be 12 miles wide. That's about 6 times bigger than the widest tornado on record, which occurred in 2013 in El Reno, Oklahoma. It was only 2.6 miles wide. Most scientists don't think such a thing is possible, especially not in February. February is the least active month of the year for tornadoes in Texas. What are your thoughts? Should Texans fear Adam's prediction? Or is he making it all up? The Vanguard. In a matter of months, Earth will be destroyed by aliens. A race of extraterrestrials known as the Vanguard will arrive on this planet to warn humanity of their imminent destruction. This is according to a self-proclaimed time traveler on TikTok who goes by the handle @DarknessTimeTraveler. In his video, which was made about a year ago in October 2022, the time traveler said the Vanguard will try to warn society of a different group of aliens who are coming to destroy the planet. The time traveler explains that the Vanguard live on a planet about 20 light years from us, and that their planet was already destroyed by a vengeful group of aliens known as the Distance. Yes, it's the same aliens that Eno All has warned everybody about on TikTok as well. It could be Eno using a different TikTok profile, or it could be someone copying his predictions. Or if they are both to be believed, Eno and @DarknessTimeTraveler could both be from the same distant future. The time traveler says the Distance view Earth as their own property. They've supposedly owned the planet for thousands of years. They were responsible for the creation of the pyramids, which they put on Earth as monuments, declaring it their property. The Vanguard are on their way to try and spare Earth the same fate as their own planet. The universe in a jar. A time traveler on TikTok recently made the outrageous claim that the universe is stored inside of a jar. Somebody going under the username @TimeVoyaging says they are from the year 2906. They made a prediction several months ago that the truth of the universe will be discovered in March 2023. That was over 6 months ago, and scientists still haven't announced anything about the universe being in a jar. The supposed time traveler said the universe was made by an entity known as the Creator as part of a science project. Anything is possible. The universe could be in a jar, or it could be one of millions of universes stored in tiny marbles like in the Men in Black movies. However, this particular time traveler doesn't have a very good track record. They said a dead man would return to life in August 2022 and reveal the secrets of the afterlife. It's been over a year, and as far as the public is aware, nobody has been resurrected yet. Edgar Allen Time Traveler. Edgar Allen Poe was one of the greatest poets of the 19th century. But was he also a time traveler? If Edgar had access to TikTok, would he have been making predictions of the future? In 1838, Edgar Allan Poe published a novel that has nothing to do with time travel. The novel is about a mutiny on a whaling ship that gets lost at sea. It's a pretty graphic book, with the sailors resorting to cannibalism. They draw straws to choose who among them will be eaten first. A boy named Richard Parker draws the shortest straw and finds himself on the dinner table. Almost 50 years later, in 1884, 4 men are set adrift after their yacht sinks. Without any food to eat, they decide one of them must die. The crew resorts to killing and eating a cabin boy by the name of Richard Parker. Was Edgar Allan Poe privy to the information from the future? Or is this a wild coincidence? In the final years of Edgar Allan Poe's life, he wrote an epic poem by the name Eureka. It was initially criticized as being the work of a madman. The poem describes how a primordial particle caused a sudden flash that started the universe, which then expanded and continuously expanded. The work is a description of the formation of the universe, known today as the Big Bang Theory. It was a mighty thing to deduce almost a century before modern science started formulating the theory. Edgar had no training in cosmology or physics. Some think either he saw into the future or had visions that explained things science had not yet discovered. Ary Ymani. Ary Ymani has been hailed as the modern-day Nostradamus. He's made some pretty incredible predictions about the future, including that aliens are coming. Aliens seem to be a popular theme among TikTok time travelers. Ary says he's from the year 2174. He has over 1.2 million followers on TikTok and YouTube, with his earliest prediction being for the year 2023. He says that at some point this year, aliens from an intergalactic race of beings called the Noziks will infiltrate the governments of the world, but that's only the beginning. Ary says that on November 6, 2023, the largest creature in the world will be discovered. He claims it will be about 4 times bigger than the blue whale. On January 2, 2024, a 9.9 magnitude earthquake will supposedly plunge California into the ocean. Later on, the sun will suddenly emit a mysterious energy causing plants to grow 4 times bigger. In 2025, the first humans will land on Mars and begin constructing a city. Ary has been making predictions for years, with 0 of them coming true so far. He's been talking about the alien race called Noziks since 2021. His claim is that humans will wage war against the aliens beginning in 2025. The humans will supposedly win the war, but the world will be forever changed. The last man standing. Javier is a man who claims that he was transported into the year 2027, where he found himself to be the last person alive on the planet. Starting in 2021, he began sharing videos of himself walking around cities that had turned into ghost towns. Javier claimed his videos were recorded in 2027. Something supposedly happens between now and then that causes all humans in the world to go extinct. His videos include him wandering around the Colosseum in Rome without a single other person in sight. While some suspect he could be telling the truth, others are suspicious. Many have pointed out Javier might just be waking up early to take videos himself in usually busy places before everyone else gets up. In response, the time traveler posted a video showing his watch as he moved down an empty street completely devoid of traffic. Javier has an astounding 8 million followers. He continuously posts videos of himself in deserted cities. However, there is no indication of how exactly he keeps jumping into the year 2027. The year 6000. There is a video which shows a man who claims to be a time traveler. The man insists he was part of a super-secret program in the 1990s that sent people forward in time. He was transported to the year 6000, to an era in which humans are subjugated by a powerful artificial intelligence. The man behind the video said humans in the future live in peace underneath their robot overlord. In the video, he revealed a photograph of what he claimed to be a city from the future. Unfortunately, the photograph was not particularly clear or believable. It looked more like a watercolor painting of a futuristic cityscape. To explain the poor quality of the image, the alleged time traveler said the photograph was distorted from bringing it backward in time. The time traveler said it would blow people's minds if they knew what technologies were invented over the next 4,000 years. At the end of the video, he broke down and started weeping uncontrollably. He then revealed that one of his close friends was part of the secret time travel program. He traveled forward in time with this friend, but for whatever reason, they were unable to return. He said he knows his friend is in a good place, but still wishes he could see him just one more time. This could be a case of an overactive imagination and a bit too much TV. The alleged time traveler also claimed that in the future, people are able to shrink to extremely small proportions. This is done so that Earth can accommodate far more humans. That's the exact plot for the recent movie Downsizing with Matt Damon. It's a cool idea, but do you think it's real future technology? Or was the time traveler just copying the idea in the movie for his video? Whatever people might believe, the time traveler said that time travel will become public knowledge by the year 2028. Thanks for watching. Do you believe in time travel? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and come back soon for more awesome videos. Bye!